Hello everybody and welcome to another episode from the Realm of Vasten. My name's Fixxitt. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this little world that I love so much. You'll never guess where we are. Well, you probably will from like the thumbnail, most likely, and maybe title of the video, but we are in the now, I'm calling complete, ice tower of White Sands. Let's take a look, shall we? Look, I'm full transparency. I did a clip of this already and I didn't like it. I was really stumbling for words, so this is take two. There we go. I don't remember even where we left off, honestly. I've been having a really great time. I had a great time building late last night. Too late, probably, for my own consciousness here in a few hours, whenever it gets to be nighttime here. And this morning I've had actually a decent chunk of time here to build. The kid's been taking a massive nap. So I've just been building, watching some YouTube videos by, let's see, my friend Cloudos, Sunfire, Grumpy Owl. This is how long I've been building. Who else did I watch? I watched a Patronox video. I see a JermsyBoy video in my queue, but I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's so many great YouTubers out there. And if you are, I think if you're watching my channel, you are probably a fan of the small YouTuber thing. But, you know, spread some love. You know, I know we're all doing this for the joy of it. And yeah, it sure is fun. And speaking of joy, there's a lot of joy in this build. I love this build. I don't love everything about it. If I were going to critique myself, I would say, actually, right in the dead center of your screen right now, there's a lot of straight line cobble that I'm not totally in love with. I may come in detail and add some windows, things like that. But for right now, I need to step away from this project because I've been here for, well, many hours. So I'm pretty sure the chains are new since I saw you last. I know for a fact that the ice is new because what I did was I just had water there thinking it wouldn't freeze. I don't know why, because it's right beside snow, and it did freeze. And where it froze was in exact squares because, you know, the walls that are like the cobblestone walls that are holding up the ice tray prevent that water from freezing, but everywhere else does. So I didn't like that. So I went in and broke it and put some trap doors down and then waterlogged the trap doors. That way ice will form sort of in a seemingly random pattern and then won't form over the trap doors. I built these chains. I like using the two-tone chains. I've used them before in this world and others. In fact, in this kingdom, I used them actually. But I thought that was appropriate because maybe the same people who built this built that aquarium thing. But I think it just adds like a little bit of a fantasy twist to this thing and just gives it something. The reason why I like two-tone is because if you don't do two-tone, I find, in my opinion, that it looks just kind of like a line of cobblestone or a line of whatever you chose to use. So I like using the two-tone. I think it works better and it lets you see that there are distinct links a little bit better. So I do really enjoy that. So that's that. Let's talk about the rest of this build. I tried to use, you know, I kept going back and looking at the Dwarven fortress that we have in the ruins of White Sands. And I did attempt to sort of use some of the things. Like I tried to use the fence with torches, which again I've used before. It's not a bad way to light things up. But coming out on the end of these crenellations, is that what they're called? I feel like since Minecraft's such a popular game, a lot of people know that stuff now. But I may be wrong. You know, the idea of this is a dwarven tower, which is well over 400 years old, probably in the thousands, that has been repurposed as the rest of this fortress has sort of turned into ruin, which I know we haven't built it yet, but there's going to be more. Don't worry. Maybe even this episode. I don't know what we're doing. But yeah, there's going to be more ruins around it. But this tower has been repurposed and fixed up. So I went ahead and used some materials that I have not used in other parts of the Dwarven area, which is some acacia wood. And I used some of this black concrete. I think I pointed out last episode that we have a texture pack problem. It should be all black concrete. That will be fixed in the next version of the texture pack. Then I had an epiphany. And the acacia log works perfectly. It works perfectly. It's like a grayscale log. So I put in some of that thinking like, say that wall was crumbling. So the people who are here harvesting ice, the three princes and their workers, you know, they would use wood to fix this up. They wouldn't only use stone. So yeah, now there are a couple things that I don't absolutely love. Let me take you up to the top here and take a look. Well, okay. I probably should have jumped. Let me see if I can just jump over here. Okay. Here is, so here's the idea. This is the chain. This is the short one. Like you can see, the ice tray is all the way up. So what I did was I took this chain, attached 2 logs to like a sort of gear, and then brought the chain going this way. That way it looks like all this chain, if it were to unwind, would reach down to the ground. Now, I know that it's technically probably not long enough, but I'll show you where that chain would go. And where it would go is, there's no way in. I think I have completely boxed myself in. Oh, no, I can go. Okay. Here. This is how you wind and unwind the chains. I think it's pretty cool. So what I want to do today is I want to try to get some donkeys up here. That's going to be part of my plan. I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do that. We do have a rule of no nether travel. So I may just like put a dirt pillar or something like that, because there is actually, the only way up here currently is an elytra. The way you're going to get up here is through these dwarven ruins that's going to be sort of expanding out to the water and out and more sort of back towards White Sands, which is that direction over there. But I want to get a couple donkeys up here. That's why I did these sort of like holding pens. And yeah, I know right currently they will fall out. Do I have not, well, maybe enough. Is that, yeah, I guess that's okay. I don't think they'll, yeah, I don't know. Fences are weird on servers because when chunks get loaded and unloaded, if they're in that block, they can repop back on the other side of the block, but it's fine. What I plan to do is leash them up here with leads, but leads are kind of broken too, so I don't know. And then just for sake of, let's see here. Okay. Just for sake of not, falling, let's just do that, and then whatever, I can still jump out, it's fine, because again I have to fly to get anywhere. So this thing just winds. Basically you would just push this thing turns, the chain winds, and then the chain unwinds, and you know, look, it's Minecraft. I can't make the chain go around this thing, but just imagine, use your imagination. That's what I'm doing. So imagine, if you will, that's how that works. And yeah, I think that's okay. Now the thing that I don't love is where's that one remaining ender pearl? Don't blow it, Fix. Don't blow it. Okay, cool. The one thing I don't love is this. I think what happened was I built. It's actually not a great place to stand. Let me get over to this flying place, this little flying island that I constantly go to look. If you look at that, I built this lower ring first with like kind of the pillars, almost like an Athens look or something, you know, just like pillars up. And I really liked it. I thought, wow, that's a great cap. How about if I do another one? So I did another one on top. I don't think it's as good. So I think what I might do is, I don't know. I like it being open air, but I think maybe two on top of each other isn't quite as effective. I'm struggling on this one. I don't love the top of it. I think it would be better with some acacia, so somewhere. So maybe I'll add some wood just to get a second, you know, a different tone that's not in the grayscale look there. But you know, I think that's pretty good. And if you were taking this race, now I'm going the wrong way. You'd be coming the other way, but you know, you would go right underneath all this. I think that is super cool. And you can see where it is compared to White Sands. We're actually pretty close. You know, as far as it goes, we are like here. This is what I do not know a name is working on this. That's kind of like the ice boat Hall of Fame sort of area. So it's just like right here. And as you're taking the race, this is gonna phase in. Man, it's a nice look, isn't it? Isn't that a nice look? I really feel. Oh, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It's actually nice enough that I actually put it on Reddit and Twitter already. So if you're watching, oh boy, okay. It didn't occur to me that I'm on ice and I can't back up. So I actually put it on Twitter and Reddit early. Like I'm recording this on what, Wednesday, and this video is probably going to go out on Friday. So people there got a 2-day early look. So if you're not following me on Twitter and on my Discord, then you should do that, because I'm on Discord, especially all the time. I'm trying to get better at Twitter. I'm not very good at it, to be honest, but look at that. Isn't that foreboding? Foreboding? I think that's the word, foreboding. I just feel like it's just, you know, it's just monstrous. And it's not too big. It's not too big. It goes up to like maybe 160 or something like that. So I could have made it like 80 blocks taller, but I think it's the right height. you know, especially if we're going to do some ruins and some like sort of dwarven fortress area around here. Cause I think we should expand how big the there we go. How big the dwarves area is. I just feel like they just need more. So, okay. So that's that for this. That's that for this. What kind of phrase is that? The next thing I'm gonna cut now, and then I hope we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to count chickens, but oh boy, before they're hatched here. But hopefully, I have a friend lined up who's going to come in and do some discussing with me here. So if that's true, then I'll see you in just a few seconds with that. Okay. It's just me. It's just me again. It looks like it's going to be a few more days before I can get together. I was flying around looking at this, and I was talking to Criddle, who's on now, who's just doing so amazing, such amazing things over in White Sands. I'm so inspired every time I walk through and just see what Criddle's done most recently. It's really awesome to see. But I was talking to Criddle about this, and you know, it's okay. It's good. I really like it, but at the same point, I can recognize that maybe we're just not quite there yet. Like, I think it's close. I think it's not there yet. So what does it need? Well, I think a little bit of color would help. So what I want to do is I want to add a very subtle and slight roof on this. And I'm going to try it with acacia and see how that is. Now, if that's no good, acacia slabs, if that's not enough, then what I can do is I can add maybe some binding. And what I mean by binding, that's probably not the right word, but every like 6 or 8 blocks, do a stone block sort of line that goes across. But I'll start with just the acacia and just kind of see where that leaves us, and see. And maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be, you know, quite obviously in need of some attention. But this should be, yeah, this is going to be enough to let the chains flow easily, and also still, I don't want to change. I want this to look flat from the ground, and I think that this will still do that. So let me knock out these slabs, at least in one wing, and we'll come in and sort of discuss it and see where we're at and how we like it together. What do you think? I've done this a lot of times. I'm pretty decent at it because it's the only way in there. So I've just been flying into these little tiny windows. But I got some more building done, and I want to move on to another phase of this build. And I thought I would discuss it with you, you folks first. So here's the idea. First, the roof looks awesome, I think. It really helps. I didn't do the banding at first. Banding, I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I'm talking about. The stone that comes down every 3 blocks. I didn't do it at first, and I came back here and I was like, yeah, it's not quite there. I don't know what it is. And then I put that on. I was like, yep, that's exactly. It just needed just too many blocks in a row. You know, one of the little rules I have of building, for whatever that's worth, is I try to avoid long rows of the same block. As much as I can. And there's sometimes you can't help it. Like, for example, say this stone column right here. Like, I don't know of another way that I could do that would pull off the same effect. So sometimes you need it. Going across here, I had 4, maybe 3 in a row, 3 high of acacia slabs that went all along here, and it was just too much. It was too much of the same thing. So there's nothing I could do. By the way, I did plant. There's a big acacia forest growing over here because I keep needing it, and I'm tired of flying the whole way over to the savannah to get it. So here's the next phase of this tower of what I want to do. Now eventually, as I've mentioned many times, I'm going to build some ruins going around it and stuff like that. But as of now, I want to put a place where these ice trays are going to like lower into, you know, so they can kind of click into place almost. And actually, I've been thinking about doing something that is maybe kind of cool, but I don't know if I have enough space. Here's what I've been thinking about doing. I've been thinking about doing multiple ice trays down here on like rollers, right? Like a roller system. So you could like roll this ice tray off while you're harvesting and then roll another one on. It might be kind of cool, and it'd be a cool aesthetic thing. This one, actually, we would have room. I could just go right here. I just have to flatten this land out and that land, because you would need two. You need two sides just to do two of these. Let me see what's going on over here. See if there would be room. So I could go. I mean, I could go here. I could go underneath the. I could go underneath the racetrack. That would work. Let's see what's over on this one though, because I'm not sure. Boy, this area is usually completely chock full of mobs. I don't know why it's not right now, but let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, there it is. Okay, zombie I can handle as long as it's not too many creepers or something. Okay, here's this one. Now, is there room over here? There's definitely room over here. Again, I'd have to flatten it, but I could do that. For the other one, well, we could go under the racetrack. See, I kind of hate that too much because it blocks some of the view of it, which is a drag. I could get rid of this mountain, or even make it go under. That could kind of be cool. This is turning into a really big project, I think. I'll tell you what. Let me cut here. And I'm gonna build the frame around it. So basically I'll just go like, okay, it's right about here. And it's actually a pretty good height. So this will be like the frame. Where it will lower into and click into place, and then it will roll possibly in here. We might make like a little like cutout of the cavern. I think it could be kind of cool looking. Could be an excuse for a good looking build anyway. So let me work this part out. This is going to take several minutes. I may just do it out of cobblestone just to get set, and then go from there. What do we think? Solid? I think solid. I mean, look, this is just the base, just the basic. I'm going to dress these up a little bit because they are really boring. It's just big cobblestone slabs, but I think it's okay. I decided to go get some glowstone and sprinkle it in as like kind of like a target. I thought it kind of works. Like as if they're lowering the chain, it would help the people on the ground maybe to line up the platforms, the ice trays. We should just call them ice trays. I think that makes sense. So it helped to, lower the ice trays to where they should be and all that kind of stuff. So the next thing I do want to do is I do want to put like roll away areas where they can roll one tray out and put the other one in. That allows for maximum efficiency. So as soon as one fills, like that one up there is full, it would be lowered down. It would immediately be pushed off to the side. Probably that side. And then a new one would be brought on, and it would be raised back up again in order to freeze. I think that kind of fits. Look. I know this is not realistic. I got a comment on Reddit that this design was horrible. And I think that the comment was referring to the Minecraft mechanics of that ice won't freeze unless it has a view of the sky, and how this one's too low and that one's not very high. Oh, yeah, I know. This is not a real ice farm. This is just like sort of the fantasy aesthetic build. I think it's kind of fun. So, yeah, it's... Minecraft mechanics, I know, but in like the lore mechanics, this is going to work to make a lot of ice very quickly in this particular biome, because things are very cold over here. We're gonna say there's a temperature fluctuation from the explosion. Nature's all kind of messed up from that forbidden magic spell. So, all right. The next thing is I'm going to next thing is I have a lot of building to do. A lot of digging actually to do, because even like say it's going to make me a little bit sad, because I really like the way that this sort of landscape is set up. I'm gonna put one tray over here, maybe like where this one would get rolled off to, like an empty one there, and then I'll put a tray here that's like ready to go. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much if you want to see this on camera. I don't feel like it's going to be very interesting just digging a lot of holes, but I mean, it's a fairly quick process. I just got to do it. I think what we'll do is we'll do one run roll that way and maybe one roll under the track. As much as I don't really love that, it'll allow for some interesting architecture. And over on the other side, let's do this one's going to be the most digging. Let's do one this way here, and I think we'll do one inside of this mountain. So anyway, I gotta get rolling. I think the way I'm going to do is I'm going to put acacia logs maybe sort of sideways as if they're rollers. I think that would make the most sense. I've heard theories that that's how the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids, by using rollers. And as long as things are balanced really well, you can roll quite a bit of weight, because these would be very heavy. So I feel like that probably works. You know, we'll get some rollers. Maybe we'll get some, I don't know. We'll try to figure out how to make it look like it could possibly be actually rolled from the side. But yeah, so I got 6 of these to dig out, because each one has 2 and there's 3 of them. So I guess I'll go do that. And then I'll come back and we'll discuss again. I think I'll do it with all of them. I feel like it wouldn't make that much sense to do with just a few, but I just want to take one more look and make sure that I do want to do all. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of weird if I only did like 2 of them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to roll over the water there. I think that water, we could nature that up and make it look really, really cool. And also, all this is in view of the racetrack, and that is really important. So we'll build some stands, some viewing stands maybe around here of people that would want to, some walkways, houses. This is gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be very cool. So, all right, I'll be back in a little while. I thought I should bring you in here and discuss a little bit of what I'm working on here, because this is turning into just a large scale project, and it's going to be awesome. But yeah, it's going to be large scale because of just the size of excavating that I have to do here. But I think what I want to do, you know, I've seen pretty cool like large scale train tracks designed in Minecraft, and I think that we could do some of that. But I think what we'll have to do is do 2 of them. So I thought what I could do first is I think I just put all of the stuff. Yep. Oh, someone's live. Jansey's just live. I have my phone on loud mode. Sorry, I had to have it on just in case my boy needed me in preschool. My boy's in preschool. I can't believe it. How did that happen? So okay, yeah, I don't have it here. What I think I'll do is I dug out actually 2 below this. I think what I'll do is I'll put like kind of a hodgepodge here, like just by the way, we have a new texture pack. It's version Jerm called it version 1.5. I think it's actually technically version 1.6. I think he erred in his labeling because we already had 1.5. But anyway, and I'm going to take you through that next episode where we can go and look at textures and things like that, because I'm going to be able to record that tonight. But as of today, I want to sort of finish the project that we're on now, because this video is going out tomorrow. So I think what I want to do is I just kind of want to do like just this, just like a bit of a hodgepodge here of you know, cobble and I don't know what else, maybe even dirt, things like that. And then we'll put tracks on top of it, so it'll look like the tracks are right underneath this. And then what we'll do is maybe we'll do like, you know what, hold on a second. Let me think about this. This can't move. This layer right here can't move. Okay, so this one can't move, or can't change. This one underneath it should be the wheels. Which means this one should be the railroad track, which means this one should be the ground. Crap! I need to take off what I just did. Okay, I need to go down 1 more lower. Oh yeah, this project is turning enormous. I was just talking to Criddle. This is all Criddle's fault, this entire dwarven thing, because I was saying, Criddle, I don't know what to do with so many projects. I'm not sure which way to go. And Criddle said, well, hey, you should do the dwarven side. Nothing's changed in that in a while. I was like, yeah, good idea. And here I am. This is the 3rd or 4th episode here doing this dwarven thing, and he's right. It's cool. I'm glad I'm doing it, but it's turning into just a massive project. So yeah, I need to take this down to 1 more layer. Let me do that, lay the groundwork, and then I'll come back and we'll take a look at how we're going to do the railroad design. Okay, so I thought that I would I filled in this with gravel. I had to go to the banking clan and grab a shulker full of gravel because I wasn't about to go mine that much. And yeah, I think I'm ready to see if I can work out some tracks and just see how it's going to look. Now, I think what's probably going to have to happen is I'm probably going to have to take off this row of the sliding side, so it looks as though, and then what we'll do is we'll darken that somehow inside there so it doesn't look so obviously hollow. But I think that what we'll do is you know, there's 2 ways to go about doing this sort of rails, and I think because I'm planning on using the jungle wheel trap door texture here, so let's go let's say this is going to be the outside of the log, and then so let's put it right here, here, something along those lines, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go right here. Okay. Again, so then this will be the outside of the log. If you don't the slab, that's kind of what I'm talking about here. I'll show you in just a second here, and we'll see how this goes. 1, 2, 3. 3 may be too much. 2 might be the right number. I want it to look beefy, but maybe not too beefy. So then we got this, and let's go here. I don't know. It's probably gonna have to be every 2. Because otherwise we'll have squares, and I don't think we want squares. So let's go here. We'll just do one more, just to get the idea and see if we all together like it. Okay. Yeah, 3's too wide. Okay, 3's too wide. So let's see which end needs to come in. Let's go up here. Let's go up here and just take a bird's eye view down at these little railroad tracks. Okay, yeah, it's all quite obviously it's too wide. I think I want more on the inside. So let's take this off here. Both of these need to come off. Cool. Yeah, something along these lines. Hopefully this is going to be really cool. I don't know exactly how we're going to pull off the inside here. Now, these are going to be squares unless I move them to be further out from each other. Let's see. I'm talking about the inside portions of these. So, like, these are going to be 2 by 2, but maybe it'll be okay. We'll take a look here. And then the last thing this is going to need is the overlap of the ties. Oops, that's not. Oh, did I mess this up? Nope, yeah, I just can't count. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's that, and there's that, and there's that. Okay, let's take another look again. Don't throw in lava, please, Fix. That would be nice. Oh, yeah. That kind of looks like it could roll out, right? Especially once we get the wheels put on. Now, where are the wheels going to be? Unfortunately, the wheels are 3 pixels thick. So we're going to have, I don't have any here, sadly. We're going to have them probably right on the edge. Probably right on the edge. Probably like I'll put them right there. And we'll do quite a few. And so that means this row is going to be the wheels row. Which means this actually also has to go. So something along these lines, and I don't know how we're gonna make this look right, but that is probably nice. That's probably something that we'll do at a later time. Probably we'll just kind of go with this for right now, and then go with that. So I'm not gonna hang around and wait to do all of these together, because that's just gonna take quite some time. But let's go up for a screenshot here and take a look. Oh, I think it's gonna look really cool. It's gonna look really cool. It's definitely gonna look like those could be unhooked and then just like rolled away, especially once we get another one like placed. This is gonna be the worst one, but another one placed like under the racetrack over there. That's gonna be really cool. And then I'm gonna repeat this like 6 times. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a pain, but yeah, it's definitely the look we want for sure. So yeah, that's it for me today. That's it for me today. A lot of work done today. I hope you guys are enjoying this portion of the build. I don't know, I'm inspired to go back to the banking clan, but I'm having a really good time out here in the Dwarven area. So who knows? Who knows where we'll be next time? But I really do appreciate you guys coming out and checking out this series. Check out my friends. Subscribe, spread those likes around. We all enjoy getting the likes, and getting new subscribers, all that kind of stuff is always super fun for those of us here who are doing this little side hobby. So all right, have a great day. Have a great weekend. This coming Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone. I will see you next time from the Realm of Vasten.